Welcome, fellow explorers, to the Human Curious, a place where wonder never sleeps, and every question leads to new adventures. Here we dive deep into the mysteries of our world, seeking out the hidden stories and unheard voices that shape our lives. Whether you're here to satisfy your curiosity or to spark new ideas, you're in the right place. Our journey is just beginning, and we want you to be a part of it. So if you're ready to see the world through fresh eyes, don't forget to subscribe, share, and like for more thought-provoking content. Let's embark on this adventure together, because curiosity is the key to understanding everything. Step outside and listen. What do you hear? The rustle of leaves, the melody of a songbird, the distant crash of waves, the hum of insects, each a note in the world's grand orchestra. These aren't just background noises, they're fragments of a profound conversation happening all around us. We're immersed in this symphony every day, yet we rarely notice it. The drip of water, the rumble of thunder, the crackle underfoot, each is a message, a piece of the planet's ongoing narrative. It's the Earth, speaking in its own magnificent way. Imagine if all these sounds formed a single, coherent voice, not in words, but as a deep, resonant consciousness. This voice would carry the wisdom of millennia, the truth of the planet's condition. It would be the collective expression of every mountain, river, forest, and creature, all speaking as one. To hear it would be to experience the world anew, a revelation that would ripple through every aspect of our existence. The world would become a living, breathing entity with which we are in constant dialogue. What would the Earth's voice sound like? Not a single tone, but a vast, layered symphony. Part of it would be the sound of deep time, the slow resonance of mountains forming, continents drifting, and eons passing. It would hold the memory of patience and the weight of sorrow, the cry of a bleached reef, the whisper of a felled forest, the sting of pollution. This isn't a complaint, but a palpable ache we could no longer ignore. The Earth telling us where it hurts. Yet the voice would also sing with overwhelming joy, the explosive energy of a volcanic eruption, the exuberance of a rainforest after rain, the wildflower meadow in bloom. It's the joy of creation, of life's resilience and drive to flourish. This voice would be a paradox, gentle as dew, powerful as a hurricane, slow as a diamond's formation, sudden as lightning. It would hold the silence of a desert and the roar of a waterfall. To hear it would be to hold all these contradictions at once. We'd understand the planet as a place of creation and destruction, beauty and suffering, balance and power. The ultimate lesson: everything is interconnected. The Earth's voice is complexity itself. Let's delve deeper into this symphony of feeling. The Earth's joy is the harmony of thriving ecosystems. A herd migrating, a mycelial network sharing life, a seedling reaching for sunlight. It's the surge of a salmon returning home, the roar of a glacier calving, the planet's vital energy celebrating existence. But the pain is just as real. A hum of distress from wounds we've inflicted. Imagine the suffocation of a sea turtle in plastic, the loneliness of a clear-cut hillside, the silence of extinction. The pain is the planet's direct feedback, a visceral report on its health. Ocean acidity would sting, heat would feel like a fever, the cry of dying glaciers would haunt us. The Earth's sorrow would be a constant reminder of our impact. This chorus would compel us to change. If we could hear the Earth, we'd access its immense library of memories. The planet is a chronicler of its own history, layered with echoes of ancient worlds. Imagine hearing the ghostly roar of dinosaurs, rocks whispering their fiery origins, the crawl of ice sheets. We'd feel the scale of geological time, our own history, a fleeting breath in the planet's vast existence. Hearing these stories would reshape our sense of place. We're not masters, but the youngest children of a home with a rich, complex past. The Earth would become the main character in its own epic tale. Every landscape would be a living museum, every stone a history book. The Earth's memories would become ours, connecting us to the ongoing story of life. Many spiritual traditions teach that the natural world is filled with sacred consciousness. In Islam, all creation praises its creator. The mountains, birds, and trees glorify God, though we may not understand. Hearing the Earth's voice would reveal this universal chorus of devotion. The joy of a flourishing ecosystem becomes praise. The rustling leaves, the songs of whales, acts of worship. The Earth's voice would be a sacred testimony, not just information but moral guidance. On Judgment Day, tradition says the Earth will bear witness to our deeds, approval for conservation, sorrow for destruction. The planet would become our conscience, reminding us of our accountability. Hearing the Earth's voice would call us to stewardship, honoring a sacred trust. Quick question for you. If you could hear one sound from nature, crystal clear and up close, what would it be? Maybe the gentle rainfall in a forest, the distant call of a whale, or the crackling of ice in the polar night? Let us know in the comments below. Your answers help us all connect with the wonders of our planet. And who knows, you might inspire someone else to listen a little closer to the world around them. So what's your favorite sound of nature? Drop it below, and let's see what chorus we create together. Remember, this is a thought experiment, a way to see our world anew. We can't literally hear a unified Earth voice, but imagining it forces us to ask important questions. Science gives us facts, carbon levels, deforestation rates, extinction numbers, but these can feel abstract. When we imagine the Earth's pain as a visceral experience, the data becomes a cry for help. This exercise blends scientific awe with sacred wisdom, creating a holistic vision for our role on this planet. It's a mirror in imagining the Earth's voice. We confront what we already know. Our planet is under strain, our actions have consequences, and we're part of a fragile web of life. The voice we imagine is our conscience, amplified. It's the wisdom of humanity calling us to be better stewards. This is our call to honor our extraordinary home. If the Earth's voice were real, it would revolutionize society. Environmental policy would become a direct response to the planet's needs, not a political debate. Imagine world leaders feeling the ache of a dying ocean or the alarm of a destabilized climate. Urgency would be undeniable. Our economic model would transform. GDP would seem inadequate. Progress would be measured by the health of ecosystems, not material accumulation. Empathy for the non-human world would become universal, dissolving boundaries between us and nature. The health of forests, rivers, and oceans would be seen as inseparable from our own. This empathy would drive a global movement of restoration and care. Progress would mean living lightly, developing technologies in harmony with nature, and finding fulfillment in giving back. This would be humanity's greatest shift, a true coming of age. The Earth's feedback would become our new compass guiding every decision. Every invention, law, and project would be measured by one question: how does this make the Earth feel? A dam might bring a river's distress, reforestation would spark a chorus of joy, our daily choices would gain new significance, each action felt as part of the planet's well-being, education would transform, children would learn to listen to the Earth as a fundamental skill, art and science would draw inspiration from the planet's symphony, we'd raise a generation of Earth listeners, equipped to protect and cherish our home. This compass would guide us toward a sustainable, harmonious future. Maybe the Earth is already speaking, we just need to listen. The planet communicates through science, through our senses, through every change and warning. Rising seas, wildfires, droughts, these are the Earth's visceral expressions of distress. The problem isn't silence, but our choice not to listen. We don't need magic, just a new kind of attention. It means quieting our lives, spending time in nature, learning from indigenous wisdom, and engaging with science as urgent messages. Let's choose to listen. Hear the wind as the Earth's breath, the data as its cry, the stars as its memory. The voice of the Earth is all around us in beauty, science, warnings, and wisdom. We don't need a miracle. We need only to open our hearts and truly, finally listen. As we close this chapter of discovery, remember, the journey of curiosity never ends. If you enjoyed this exploration, subscribe to The Human Curious for more journeys into wonder. Share this video with fellow seekers and comment your thoughts below. Your voice adds to the conversation. Together, let's keep questioning, learning, and listening. Stay curious, stay inspired, and thank you for being part of the Human Curious community.